want to look like a baddie for New Year's. I'm not getting into that. Hey, hi, hello guys. So today I'm going to be, oh no, my other earring is non-existent, so we're gonna try this again. Yeah, so I had to go and get another one because my other one decided to fall off of the face of the earth. Like, they're not even the same color. Like, this one is like yellowish and this one is like an actual pearl. So, you know, clearly we're struggling, but I digress. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing like a makeup get ready for me because it is New Year's Eve and I feel like doing my makeup even though I'm not doing anything. So I'm just going to be talking about my extracurriculars that I did in high school while I do my makeup. I don't know, like sometimes you get a feeling when today is a good makeup day and I just don't have that right now. So we're gonna see how this turns out. If I look a mess, don't say it because I promise you I already know. And yeah, so I'm just looking in my email for like my high school resume because high school was honestly so long ago. Like I don't even remember what I did. And I'm gonna try and go in chronological order of like 9th to 10th grade, but that's probably not gonna happen because my brain just gets jumbled. And that's not the way I oriented my resume either. Okay, boom. So I have my resume PDF on my phone from high school and let's begin. Ooh, let's make this a little brighter. Okay, so first things first, I like to get the gunk off of my face. So I just use a cotton ball like this. Oh, can you see it? I've always wanted to do that. And then I just use some like regular astringent. Oh wow, y'all really can't see. That's crazy. Okay, boom. So yeah, I use some astringent and my cotton balls. Focus on me. Yeah, astringent and cotton balls to get all the excess dirt off of my face. Because you can't do makeup with a dirty face. And plus I reinstalled my wig today, so I know there's probably like glue residue somewhere around here. So oh my gosh, this is so weird not being right over the basin. Fun fact, I've never actually done my makeup without a mirror. So the beauty girls that be doing the challenge with no mirror, pros, because I could never. But anyways, okay, so let's start off with what I can actually remember. So I know that in 9th grade, I was involved in this club called TOPS. I don't know what the acronym stands for. And then 21st Century, which were basically like after school programs where you can tutor or get tutored, mentor or be mentored, and like it really encouraged physical activity and healthy eating and healthy living. And then 21st Century, I think, did the same thing. I can't remember, but I became an ambassador for 21st Century in 9th grade. And I also did this club called Smash, which is where before all of the sporting events, ooh, this is my primer. It's the baby skin one because I'm cheap and the packaging is cute. Yeah, I did that my 9th grade year, as well as varsity softball. Yeah, I was mainly doing softball my 9th grade year. I was also doing like club softball outside of school, so that was highly competitive too, and I got quite a couple accolades for that. I also broke some school records for softball and like club records, so that helped, I suppose, in my application. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to name things that I actually put on my application because I did a lot more than I'm gonna say in the video, but like some of it was irrelevant. Like I don't even think I put 21st Century on there. And the club Smash that I did my 9th grade year, I put that on my application, I'm pretty sure, because I was vice president and I had like a lot more of an active role in like orchestrating football games and stuff like that. So I definitely portrayed that in my application. So 10th grade came around and I started track. Ooh, first. Ooh, ASMR, 2-in-1 video. Okay, so this is the foundation I'm using. It's the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. Okay, boom, let's pause real quick because I promise you that my foundation actually matches in person, but on camera it's just looking wild, so disregard that. In cocoa, boom. So yeah, I started varsity track, but I didn't stop softball. Okay, it's not, can you hear that? Like the crust, like it's not even coming out. Like, does this ever happen to anybody else where your makeup won't like cooperate? Like, it literally won't come out the pump. I just want to look like a baddie for New Year's. And I can't even do that. Oh! It sprayed on my shirt. Great, we love our life. Anyways, so glad that's behind us. Okay, so boom, we are back in business, and I'm definitely gonna put that on my face still because we don't waste over here. Okay, so yeah, I started track in 9th grade. I did that for my 10th grade year. I did it along with softball. I did not stop doing varsity softball, so that was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot in 1 year because those two sports are in the same season. And I'm talking about, I would go from track practice right to a softball game. Like, track practice was from 3 to 5. Then I would rush to go to the softball practice before we had our game. And then, dang, I should have done my eyebrows. I'm whatever, it's okay. We already committed. So yeah, I would leave track practice at 5 o'clock on the dot to get to the softball practices that we do before our games, and then our game would start at like 6 or 5:30, or sometimes we'd be traveling to another school, so it'd be take longer, and then I wouldn't get home until like 9 o'clock. And then on top of that, I was still in pre-IB at the time, but still basically IB classes and AP, so that was a lot. I also had a job. I worked at Panera, worked an average of like 30 hours a week. I was a sales associate, and I did a lot to like increase their membership cards or whatever, because I was also a cashier. I'm just reading it off of here. I also broke the school record for hurdles at track at this time, so I put that on my application, and then I got quite a few accolades for both of my sports, and then maintaining a high GPA and just doing well in classes. So that was on my resume. I also joined the Broward Youth Coalition with United Way, and this basically is oriented around youth advocacy against drug and substance abuse, raising mental health awareness, and just other community, like other causes that would benefit the community and humanity in general. And then I ended up becoming the treasurer of that my senior year. I was also like the lead pianist for music school, and I am a self-taught ukuleleist and guitarist, so I think I finagled that somewhere in my application. Oh, I was also in Key Club for all 4 years. I was in Key Club. I was like secretary my freshman or sophomore year. As the years went on, I kind of did get a little bit less involved because it just wasn't one of my main priorities, but I would still go to like the community service events. But I didn't have a leadership position in that club my 11th or 12th grade year. Throughout my 4 years, I was really big on mentoring. So I founded my own mentoring association, I guess you could say, called Moving Up. And it started off to help migrant students. Okay, so I'm just using this like dip brow and like pencil to do my brows. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. Okay, so yeah, it started off, okay, I initially wanted it to be like solely or exclusively for migrants because I did migrate to this country myself pretty late in the game, you know, 12, 13, I can't remember, to be honest. And I was like, I want to help other people because it was really hard to get adjusted to like the way that Americans spell things, the way that Americans say things. And then when you're being graded on that type of stuff, okay, don't worry about how it looks now. It's gonna look cute after, I hope. Yeah, I wanted to help people with that. But then my primary audience became like elementary school kids, because that's just who I had more access to, because the kids that I was trying to target, like, they would have school at the same time that I have school, but then the local elementary school, they got out way earlier, so it was easier for me to go to like the aftercare programs and like help them through my tutoring service. So yeah, and I also worked at like a summer camp to help the little kiddies, you know, with English, reading, writing, anything, playing, whatever. I was in the Black Women's Student Union in my 12th grade year that my friend founded. Well, my friends co-founded, and then I co-founded the English Honor Society, which like kind of correlated with other things that I did, like book drives, basically trying to increase literacy and accessibility to literature in general. I was also in chess club all 4 years. How could I forget about that? Oh, yeah, that was pretty fun. I was heavily involved my 10th grade year. Pretty sure I was like head of fundraising committee, something like that. I honestly can't remember. But yeah, as the years went on, because the primary time that they had tournaments and stuff, it conflicted with track, and softball were my main things throughout high school. Like, that's what mainly took up majority of my time. But in 11th grade, I did co-found the Hope Club, which is the Helping Overcome Problems Effectively Club. And it was really oriented around, well, is, because it still exists, it's oriented around raising mental health awareness. Like that, I feel like if you were to look at me as an applicant, you would say that my passions and I guess my star qualities, I don't know what to call it, would be that I was well-rounded, because I was like, I had accolades in sports and academically. Like, I was always top, 2% of my class throughout my entire high school career. Yeah, so I had that, and then I was also really passionate about raising mental health awareness, because I ended up working with this director of a movie. The movie is actually called Listen, and we did a lot of work to get the movie shown for free. I think almost all the public schools in our county, and the showings were not just in school but also after school, to help facilitate conversation not only among students but parents as well, and the entire community in general. Are my eyebrows even? You know what? This is so hard. I don't know how these gurus do it. Yeah, I could already feel this is gonna be messed up. So yeah, I feel like that was another big part of my application. There was like, ooh, sis, you know stuff but a community? You giving Berea showings, because we already know about economic barriers. So I was like, boom, we're gonna make this movie Berea. Everybody's gonna watch it, and it was actually a really beautiful movie. If you have the opportunity to watch it, definitely recommend it. It's showing in theaters though, because we did get a lot of pushback, because mainly parents did not want their kids seeing such sensitive material, because we do have, well, spoiler alert, there is a character who kills herself. I think kills themselves. So yeah, and parents were like, oh no, the kids are too young to see this, this isn't appropriate for school-age children, blah blah blah. But I mean, a lot of their kids are afflicted with these same issues of depression, anorexia, body dysmorphia, or just like feeling ostracized by your peers in general, which were all topics that are touched on in the movie and more. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why this movie hasn't gone mainstream as well, and also the money. So oh, another thing I did was attend the Youth Leadership Institute conferences every year. since 10th grade, and that's how I got involved with the Broward Youth Coalition. And that was also oriented around mental health awareness and just sorry, there are different themes every year, but like I remember my last year, which was my 12th grade year before I went to college, it was mainly oriented around like the power of youth, so literally youth empowerment, but every single year it's oriented around youth empowerment and just creating a sense of community around these issues of drug and substance abuse, domestic violence, whatever the case may be, the whole shebang. So yeah. What else? Now I'm highlighting with my Maybelline highlighter. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm kidding. It's in the, like, it's in 55. Please focus. Okay, so I guess it's not going to focus. We're gonna act like it focused. It's in the color 55. Oh yeah, I was in Spanish Honor Society all 4 years, and National Honor Society. I always forget about those. Yeah, National Honor Society, I was secretary my senior year. And then Spanish Honor Society, I held some position, but it was like a head of a committee, like it wasn't major. And then I did both of those all 4 years. Yeah, I was in a lot of honor societies, like, but I don't really count those because that's not anything that differentiates you from any other applicant. Like they know, even if you're not in the club, like if you have the GPA and if you have the grades, like you're eligible to be in National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, whatever the case may be. So I don't feel like I should put a lot of weight on that part of my application because 50,000 other kids are doing the same thing. Yeah, those are the main things that I stressed, at least I remember stressing in my application. I really did emphasize like the process of founding the Helping Overcome Problems Effectively Club, and how we put on annual mental health awareness fairs that were held during the lunch periods at our school. And then outside of that, we had ones that ran basically from like 7 in the morning to like, I don't know, 7 or 8 at night, which are open to the community in general. And we not only had partners who are like focused on, oh, this is for contouring, but it's too dark. If anybody knows a contouring color that works for dark-skinned girls, please let me know. Apart from Fenty, because I don't want to spend that big money, but I might just have to treat myself because this looks like poop. You're gonna see when I put it on. But yeah, like we did that because we wanted to ensure that the whole community could benefit from the resources and the partners that we had at this free event. Again, virtually everything I did for the community was free, because I don't want to ostracize anybody or exclude anybody because they may not have like the transportation. So we try to have it at central locations. Like if we had a lot of Miramar partners, we would have it in a central location to Miramar. Like what sense does it make where we have a mental health awareness event with all of these partners who are stationed in Miramar, but the event is in like Miami or Fort Lauderdale? Well, if you're not from Florida, you might not know how far that is, but that's pretty far if you don't have transportation or if you're on a time crunch because you have a job or whatever. So yeah, I think they really saw that. And then the fact that it's not like I just did a sport for show. Like I could have really went to school for either of the sports that I did. And I think, well, not to toot my own horn, but I think I epitomized an actual student athlete, what a varsity student athlete should be. Oh, I also did cross country, but I don't really count that as a separate sport because like I just did the 2-in-1. So it was just like, okay, track, but they are two different sports. See, it looks like caca. But anyways, yeah. So those were my main things. The Hope Club centered around mental health awareness, bringing the movie to virtually every public school. I think it was every public school in Broward County, and having multiple free screenings for that. My accolades in both sports and off of the field, like my brain is farting so bad right now. And my consistency with the clubs that I was in, like I was in chess club and key club all 4 years, and I may not have been like president, but I was still very active. And I also like found a way to put the voice of the sponsors of the clubs that I tried to portray that I was heavily invested in. Like, you know, when you rank your options on Common App, I made sure that those teachers or those classes or those club sponsors had some type of influence on my application, whether it was through a recommendation for that college or whether it was through a recommendation for a scholarship. Like I feel like if you're writing about this club, whether you studied it or not, and then you talk about, oh, it was held at this center, of course you had to coordinate with somebody at that center or at that school. So why wouldn't you include that person's voice to kind of give more validity to the cause that you're working towards? You know, like if I'm talking about, I've been heavily involved in Key Club and community services my life, why, if that's my number one choice, why isn't my Key Club sponsor recommending me for things? Or why don't they have a say in, like, to show a different part of me? Whew, it's so hot in here. Okay, y'all, I think I'm gonna just end the video here, but the thumbnail is gonna be catfish, and I'm gonna have my whole face beat because I really can't do my makeup like this. I really try. And then let me tell you, I try to put on lash extensions. I don't know if I can see. I tried to do lash extensions, y'all. I got one on like that. You see this one long lash right here? I got that one on, but the other ones, they just all fell down the sink. A sad, sad time for America, you know, but we tried. And I also curled my hair. Well, it looks ugly on camera. It doesn't look this bad in person, okay? I'll be trying to make up on my shirt. Ouch. Ooh. But yeah, in synopsis. Oh, let's put on some lip gloss while I'm talking. Okay, so this is just like CoverGirl lip gloss. I literally got this from Walmart, nothing special. And then Carmex that I'm gonna use to prime my lips first. But in synopsis, my extracurriculars were all centered around equality of some form or advocacy or advocacy. So with the Black Women's Student Union, with the Hope Club for Mental Health Awareness, with the Broward Youth Coalition. Ooh, this smells so good. I got distracted. Yeah, those are my main 3 clubs. And then I had varsity cross country, track, and softball. I had pretty strong recommendations that correlated with my extracurriculars, like the English Honor Society. Then I had my English teacher recommend me. Ba-da-boom. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I was kind of all over the place. I could feel it right now in my soul. But I hope that you watch the parts that benefit you. I don't even know what to tell you. But yeah, I hope everybody has a beautiful 2019 vision board video coming soon, so y'all can see what I'm hoping for in the new year. But I hope you guys all have like a great day and stay safe today, tomorrow, and the future, period, point blank. But yeah, thank you as always. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and feel free to leave any suggestions, because I'm here to give the people what they want. Boom. But yeah, bye guys. Okay, so real quick, I had to turn the camera back on so that you guys could see the difference. Like, look at what a difference lashes make. Lashes, no lashes. I mean, bonus footage. You guys can watch me struggle to put lashes on. Okay, today's just not working out in general, so usually I could get them on, but today's just not the day, you know? Okay. Oh, frick. My blood is boiling. With this stupid lash, like I don't understand why bad things just happen to good people, you know? Let's see, this lash barely on, right? But at least it's on, but this one just doesn't even want to go on. I'm gonna put it back glue. Yo, it's so hot here. All right, this is gonna be the one. I can feel it. All right, so let's go. The Hawthorne effect. Maybe I'll apply it differently because y'all are watching. Oh my gosh, why does my eye keep closing? Lord, can you please just help assist? Oh! Whoa, I poked the heck out of me. But look at my hang time. We're just gonna try and clip it with our finger because I just can't. To mask this monstrosity with some mascara, I honestly don't like this mascara. It's by Maybelline, the falsies. I just got it off Amazon. But this ain't it. It just clumps way too much. Okay, please cooperate. You see what I have to go through? This is why I don't do my makeup, because I just struggle and I don't deserve this. But yeah, this is the finished. Well, I look kind of cute. I should do my makeup more often. So this is the finished product. Let's go up here for some better lighting. Ow, what? Highlight, boom. Stiff, well. Yeah, that's the finished product. Oh, bye. The lashes really change you. Nah, yeah, I'm a new person. I'm a new person. Boom. Boom. Yep, yes it is.